Welcome back to the First Guild Podcast. I'm your host, Eric.
And
today we're going over chapters 16 through 20 of Labyrinth Arcanus. Before we get into today's episodes, we always like to ask everybody that is listening to like, share, subscribe, and comment and all of that fun stuff to let us know we're doing okay, along with mentioning that the link for the Fifth Chronicles wiki is in the description down below, along with Capital Station Discord server. And I believe we should be ending the Kickstarter for the third book by this point in time. So hopefully, fingers crossed, maybe we can have some loot there. Plus, she's coming up.
Cool.
I like that idea. So future us is going to have to let us know what is going on. With that, we'll get into today's episode. Starting with chapter 16, or else, we find out that all unique creatures can merge with their Arcanist, and basically, Heena has the ability to create unique creatures because she has flesh from the corpse of the progenitor Behemoth, and I'm gonna guess that she has it from the original, like the first one, because the second one died before it was able to bond.
Before it hatched, they like destroyed the egg. Wasn't it?
They destroyed the cave,
or maybe. Yeah, because they didn't have the rune stone, so it couldn't have been from the second one. It had to have been from the first one.
So kudos to her for finding it. Obviously, it kind of shows how much wealth they have and the pure determination. Gray does ask if Deimos regrets any of his I don't want to say forced loyalty, because Zahn is loyal to anyways, he's his brother. But does he have any regrets that Zahn has been so loyal to Deimos and his cause of getting the Abyssal Hells reopened that basically wasted all of Zahn's life for the last several thousand years or whatever it's been in the quest of getting Deimos out? And surprisingly, Deimos is a little bit upset about that. Kind of does feel guilty. Gray ends up calling out Exie on private. Gray calls out Exie because she privately illusioned the book that they were looking for, the bestiary, so that Soren could not find it and they had to look somewhere else. I'm not sure if this was like I'm gonna find it later for him so that way I can look so cool, but she definitely had that, like, let's get out of this room now so we can move on and check somewhere else. And Gray caught on to the tricks that she was playing and called her out. He pretty much he didn't get the threat in there. He definitely implied what he needed to imply. Exie kind of like, oh, Gray, get off of me, I don't like you like that, just to try to make it sound like something else was going on. Because obviously Soren is standing just outside the door listening to this entire conversation, knowing exactly what Exie is doing.
Awkward. Oops. Chapter 17 is Soul Catchers, and after this conversation, surprise, surprise, Exie just happens to find the book right away.
What?
Crazy. There are a bunch of notes scribbled in the margins. This is not some textbook. This is essentially the journal kept by Heena that compiles all her notes on all of the creatures. I do also like the fact that Shami created a bestiary and then in her novel put a bestiary that has little excerpts from the bestiary that she wrote in it. It is bookception to the finest. The group is Soren and Gray are debating whether to give part of Vivi to Ashlyn, because Vivi is made from abyssal coral, and if Ekrib consumes abyssal coral, he will gain his true form. So it's one of those things where Gray could sacrifice his power, essentially, by weakening Vivi for Ashlyn gaining her true form. And this is something where it's like, do I really want to do that? This is my weapon, but it's also Deimos's weapon. Like, I don't want to just like ruin his weapon if he's going to take it back at some point. There's a lot of different aspects. It'd be a lot different if he's just like, hey, Ashlyn, I found this abyssal coral. Do you want it?
Well, and even Deimos says like, hey, I can make another one. It's just not going to be super special like the one that you have right now because of the mimic magic in it.
They also, as they're reading through the true form requirements, because they're pretty much jumping to everyone in their group's Eldrin and seeing what's the true form for that, they do find out that for Exie, she gains her true form if she gets people to fall in love with her. And of course, Gray's first bet is this what you're doing with my brother? Is this just like a true form requirement thing for you?
And with that, we move into chapter 18, Elder Monsters. We have Jijo, Lucian, Heena, Exie, Soren, Phyla, Gray, all of the Eldrin to include the Behemoth that Heena has. And Bedrock comes kind of like crawling through to join them on the ship, and I can only imagine how tight quarters everything is now. Exie kind of makes a comment about their wedding night, and Gray's having this kind of conversation with Papa D about it, and Papa D is basically a warrior prodigy in the streets, love God in the sheets. All right.
He's had thousands of years to perfect his craft, and you know, he perfected martial arts, so I can only imagine he has other talents as well.
Like they said earlier, him and the other Death Lords had nothing better to do.
And they were trying everything to see if children were possible. So it was experimental at that point.
With that, we have a ship meeting. As we're on our way to the Kross compound, we end up meeting an Elder Typhoon Dragon, which is very so much not good. So we end up meeting an Elder Typhoon Dragon on our way over to the Kross compound. That's not good. Shami really has a thing for multiple eyeballs, as this elder creature has 6 of them. And again, they are all still very creepy and give me nightmares whenever I think about them too much. And unfortunately, there's also more than just the Elder Typhoon Dragon present that we have to deal with.
Chapter 19, Clever Tactics. Deimos, he's not really one for messing around. He's kind of like, yeah, grab the Abyssal Dragon and just kill this thing. Like, why are we screwing around? Gray does not take that path, but that's Deimos' suggestion. Jijo is walking around and augmenting everyone with flight and the ability to cloud step, which is like the most badass augmentation you can give someone. Like, you can see in the dark. That's kind of cool. You can fly in cloud step. That's like, so cool.
Everybody that watched Dragon Ball Z wanted to be able to fly on a cloud.
Exactly. Yeah. We do get our other elder creature appearing. It is a Cetus, which is essentially like this giant whale, of course, kind of gross looking thing. And both of them decide that they're going to go for Gray. Twain is able to evoke raw magic. They do take at this point, take on the Abyssal Dragon magic and kill the Cetus. At this point, they're kind of running out of ideas of how to deal with Typhoon Dragon, so Gray comes with the idea that he's just going to fly as high as he can into the sky, and once he's way in the sky, he transforms into Gabbro Dragon, which is rock and very, very heavy, and just cannonballs down.
I thought that was an absolute amazing and great way to take out this Typhoon Dragon.
It's so perfect. It's so just like cartoon-esque of just picturing this Typhoon Dragon just getting smashed by this like giant rock dragon.
And I was wondering where Shami was going with having this rock dragon come onto the ship with them.
Yes, you're like, what is it, Shevov's gun or whatever? Like, If a rock dragon appears, you better shoot it in the first act.
With that, we move into chapter 20, a Kross Welcome. We find out that when Deimos uses souls to empower himself, he essentially is punishing the souls by never allowing it to reincarnate. This is one of those reasons why Deimos is very adamant about not using souls as much as he can, not just because he has to get more later on, but he wants to make sure that these people are being punished properly and not just being killed for the sake of it. We also see that Heena is that absolute mad scientist that is working for the right side this time, and not like Thiessen and being the super scary mad scientist on the dark side like we saw in the Earth Chronicles. And finally, we are reunited with Ashlyn as we see her family's ship sailing up right next to them, and we have Ekrib in the water swimming between them. So yay!
Finally.
And yet I'm still in like holding my breath, knowing that maybe something could happen to cause them to be apart again before they're married. Right.
No. You never know with those two.
Like I want, whenever reading through this and saying like, I want to think that this is truly happening, but part of me is reserved to say something's about to happen. No, not at all. Not at all. With that ends of this week's sections of chapters 16 through 20. Scott, do you have anything else you'd like to add this week?
No, I was excited for the Gabbro Dragon. We got to see a new creature in action.
Right, and especially how amazingly they used it to take out a typhoon dragon.
Perfect.
All right, with that, we'll catch you guys next week.